My name is Christine Rancourt-Bruzzi. I work for the Governor's Commission on Disabilities for the state of Rhode Island. One of the reasons I come to this symposium is for the networking opportunities. One of my first symposiums that I came to, I think this is my 5th or 6th one, so one of the first ones that I'd come to, I met Liz Stanachek. She does ADA in the prison systems in Nebraska, I believe. And based on meeting her, I was able to invite her up to address the people who work in our prison systems in Rhode Island. And it was great. It was based on that networking here. It really is a good opportunity to meet people who do kind of the same things that you do, but also people who know a whole lot more about things that you know nothing about. Working in the ADA field can be kind of draining. So I think one of the biggest reasons that I like attending the symposium is that it reinforces and re-energizes why you're doing this for a living. You know, because like I say, it can get draining, but when you start hearing about, oh, we've been able to do this, or we've been able to accomplish that, or here's a solution, it just kind of refreshes you and your outlook on how you handle different situations. This is a good opportunity to kind of refresh, you know, and become motivated again into why you're doing this.
I'm David Meals with ADA Consultants of Indiana, Principal Consultant, to try and unfold the paradigm of ADA on your own with the publications that are given is a complex task. I wanted to get a more clear understanding of what it is, all the information provided here. The networking here has been fantastic. I have found there are a lot more avenues and a lot more networking opportunities here in Indiana than what I had previously thought. And I think, you know, the programs are set up to not leave anything out. So I think you guys are doing a great job. I really do.
My name is Nancy Griffin. I work for the Rehabilitation Hospital of Indiana's Foundation here in Indianapolis, but I serve Indiana and all of southern Indiana on a special project to bring more services to people with brain injuries and their families. It's just been a long time since I've had a refresher on the ADA, and with the new amendments, I really wanted to get caught up and have a chance to really get back in touch with a lot of the folks that are leaders in the field so that I know where my resources are if I need them. I think this opportunity, not only to hear from and meet with experts across the fields, but also to network with lots of other people who are in our area, in our state, even in our region, gives me resources that I can call on to try to be convincing, expert, have the inside knowledge to be able to really tell people what needs to happen or what their responsibilities really include. But I really do think that the opportunity just to really have questions and dialogue about issues that have come up with others who are facing the same kind of challenges and hearing what their creative solutions have been, or determined pushes to win, whatever it is very empowering and certainly gives all of us a better feel for how we can make change. One thing that I didn't expect is the number of people I've met who, just from my state, are really working as in a business doing consulting on the ADA in one form or another. I mean, really new resources to me in terms of people I could call on that would work with me on the issues that I see arising in communities around the state. I thought I would probably know all the usual players, but actually there have been a number of people that I didn't know were involved and that I certainly look forward to calling on in the future.
I had someone else talk to me about this symposium, so I came 3 years ago, and I really felt that there was a wealth of information here. As a deaf individual myself, you know, being raised and learning deaf culture and, you know, acquiring all of that, but at the same time, I never really learned about my rights. You know, I thought the ADA really was for just the doors and the ramps, and later in life I realized, oh, the ADA actually applies to myself as a deaf person, and I have more rights than I actually thought I did. And I think that the community at large doesn't realize that. Like I said, this is my 3rd time coming, and if I didn't feel like I benefited, I wouldn't return.
My name is Gary McDermott. I'm from Clinton, Iowa. I'm a member of the Clinton, Iowa's City ADA Commission, and I'm also a member of the Vietnam Veterans of America. I love this symposium because there's a lot to gain from it, and I have a lot of good presenters that have a lot of the good knowledge. This information is going to come in real handy, especially the new 2010 standards for accessible design. I'll be bringing these back to our city ADA coordinator and the rest of the commission, and hopefully implement them into our upgrading of the city.
My name is Larry Tatum. I'm the senior project manager and one of 3 city maintenance superintendents for our city of about 1 million people. Symposium's been great this year. I met a number of very interesting people this year, and was able to answer a few questions for some people that had gone essentially down the same road we went down maybe 5 years ago. Some of these more simple questions. Well, how does this apply? How does that? Well, it's not that hard if you really, a little common sense will go a long way. We attend at least 2 of us from our city every year to try and gain new information about the code and the implementation of the code. We take that information and bring it back to our folks for additional action and improvements where we can make those improvements.
My name is Jennifer Montag. I'm with Northern Illinois University, and I came to the ADA Symposium because I wanted to improve my knowledge about the new changes in the Amendments Act that will be affecting universities and colleges as we move forward. I came with a lot of knowledge and experience, having worked for 15 years in the field, but because of the changes and the new information and how it's being applied in the court cases, really this symposium has improved my knowledge and the actual application of the information to my services. This is my first ADA symposium. I've been to many different conferences and workshops related to disabilities, higher education, deaf and hard of hearing workshops, but really because of the changes in the ADA, it was critical that I come to the symposium this year. Being able to see so many people, I think that was really the biggest benefit for me, is the networking with other people and going out and seeing everyone here who is basically fighting the good fight. So when you're alone in a rural area, if you're able to connect with people who are doing it every day also, and you hear their stories and they hear your stories, you're able to learn from each other, share that knowledge of what's been working, and not feel alone, because that's been your situation for so long.